What's up, guys? Today we are releasing our version 2.0 Hell Yeah Brother t-shirt. They are available at clevelandfarland.com. I gotta say, they turned out amazing, so check them out after the video. But for now, we got some live action coming at you. Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we are down at Bradenton Motorsports Park, basically the other place that we live, because we are always here. Well, the Boosted Boys are still in town, so today we're going to be filming two videos. One video is just going to be us running the cars. We got to test Ruby today, we got to test Leroy today, and we have Cooper's CTSV wagon here. As well as our second video is going to be with our Mustang right there, which we have named Crustang. And we are going to be having a driver's battle, a 4v4 driver's battle. But behind me stands one of the most unique groups of vehicles I've ever seen in my life, all in one place. And I'm gonna take you through them really quick, just so, you know, a lot of you guys know these cars, but for those of you who don't, this is the lineup. So here we have an auction Corvette that was revived into an 8-second car. So it's got a junkyard block and it makes 1,000 horsepower. Over here we have a retired police car, Crown Victoria, with about 900 horsepower. That is a little melted from some fiery burnouts that it did this last weekend. We're gonna be spending the next week or so fixing this thing up and getting it all back and cleaned.
Got the fun. Okay, here we go. We got them all on the line. Let's get this party started. Come on. Yeah. All right. Let's make it happen. All right, here we go. Keep an eye on the first series of turns, and that has put many bumpers. So let me tell you, those of you close to the railing, it's a good idea to keep your stuff on the Hey, can't say I didn't warn you. Remember, this is only lap number 2. There's a lot more to go. And these drivers are all putting strong runs here. Real strong runs. That's my man, Ryan Cooper. Cooper's good as way in the lead. One lap left, bro. The dude needs to keep that lead for just a bit longer. Come on, Coop.
Yes! Ryan Cooper takes the win! Put your hands together! Rio, man, come on, that was so sick!
You know, yeah, okay, the guy won.
Hey, what's up guys? In this video I will show you how to fix the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 5 controller bug. It's really simple actually, so let's get right to it. Okay, so first of all make sure your firmware is up to date. If not, update it. The link will be in the description. Next up, after that, go to controller, go back to your library, click on add a non-Steam game, and from here on you have to find your EA installation location. For me, it's in the program files. For you, it might be different. Go ahead and select EA Desktop. Click on Open. I've added it. It's once it's play with the controller. Video, and I hope I leave it in the comment.
Welcome to this video. Have the game on a game that you want.
queue for the Indian night. Sprinter cut to the side, teasing tight. Cool in the gang got me looking round. Good God, that boy just bringing us down. Rebel boy, you got everybody laughing. It looks to me like you don't get out of it, darling. To stand out in the scene, you got to fit in. On next week, I guarantee you'll be singing. Click, click, where be.
Alright, welcome to Battle Machine. This is your first challenge weekend. Challenges are the true test of your skills. No need to bring your whip. Battle Machine is providing all of them. Just don't ask where they got them, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, to level the playing field, every car has been hand-tuned equally. The cars are ready. All you gotta do is drive. If you wreck, you do not have to sweat the repairs. Yo, Battle Machine mechanics will fix any damage you take. Up to a point. If you total a car, it's done for the whole weekend. You total all your cars, and you're heading home, homie. The only rule you need to remember is that winning isn't enough. You gotta dominate. You earn points by racing. The better you do, the more points you get. Earn enough points, and you'll dominate the weekend. Manage to get that.
And let me also mention that we've got Ryan Cooper out there today. This is his first big, quote-unquote, legal race. This guy's got mad skills. He's been street racing for a hot minute, and he totally just dominated the Battle Machine qualifier. What I saw him at that race, this guy's gonna be doing some killer things.
Okay, grip races have a ton of different types, but generally, they're all about being the fastest car on the track. Grip races feature a bunch of drivers. All of them are gunning for the win, which makes for some dangerous moments.
We are just starting up for you. It is gonna be a big, big day. Wait for it. These drivers are ready. Oh, hey, there we go. There's his driver. Oh, look at him go. Who's gonna get after it? Looking like a good race.
What's up guys, how's it going? Have steering wheel support pad, you can solution full and then just customize all the key mappings to up on the
keep an eye on is Ryan Cooper. Homie's got mad experience out there in the streets, so he's got a lot of potential in these battle machine deals. We're just actually waiting to see if he can make that crossover happen. All right, who's got... Excuse me. Okay. What a day. Turns and that has done many, many bumpers. Let me tell you, those of you close to the railing, it's a good idea to keep this. So yeah, we've also got Yoshi Suzuki's here? Yoshi was one of the guys who bought Drift in the US back in like 99. He came to the States with Noise Bomb guys for a drift demo that really sparked the whole drifting. Yoshi's an insane driver, so yo, keep your eye out on him. I mean seriously, check him out. Mic check, one.
Drag tournaments are all about posting the fastest times. Tournaments consist of multiple runs on the track, right? So, while you're only going to see one driver line up next to you, remember, there are a gang of other dudes competing.
Okay, we're gonna set it off any minute now. Where's my crowd at? Come on, people. These guys are gonna go all out, so you better let them hear you. Come on, we're gonna pump this up. Are you ready? This is it. This is gonna be a no holds barred. There's my man, Ryan Cooper. He just murders the strip. I would not want to be lining up next to that dude. Come on. You know, I gotta tell you, it is looking tough out there this weekend. These drivers are fighting too. Yeah, okay, I am psyched for this first run. Big J is ready. These dudes are about to go hand in hand. So you better let them hear your appreciation. Come on, people. Come on! There it is. Oh, man. Turn it on. Attaboy. Oh, can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Here we go, people. And they're off. Not enough competition on the track. There's my man, Ryan Cooper. That dude gets nuts on the quarter mile. You people better be ready to make some noise for it. If you can't stand the heat, get out of Ryan Cooper's car because he's on fire right now. Come on, this is a big show. Oh, hey, here we are. Will you listen to this engine? Oh, yeah! This should be interesting. Each driver loading up with a Honda. Yo, this one's gonna be like a hurricane going up against an earthquake. Booyah! Yeah, that's my man. I'll take ownership. I taught him everything he knows. Attaboy, Ryan. Oh, there it is. There it is. She's ready. This is about to happen. And they're off, people. We're on. Check it. This is our last round. Last round on the strip. These guys are going to be going head to head, auto-e-auto. No holds barred. Ain't no business. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Ryan Cooper looking like he wants it today. Yeah, son. Okay, we're going here. We're going. This is the jump-off right now. One of the biggest stories of the weekend is Ryan Cooper. It's getting ridiculous. He's winning like everything in sight. Man, this is the same dude that won the street race. Wow, take a look. Both drivers in Hondas. Now we'll see how the two handle it when they go head to head on the quarter mile. You see what I'm seeing? Check it out. It's Ryan Cooper. He just crushes it on the strip. That dude's got a left foot. And the reflexes to go with it. If you can't stand the heat, show. Oh, can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? We set it loose. Let's go. Check it out. This is the last time down the quarter mile, guys. These guys are going to be going head to head, mano a mano. No take no prisoners. There, have fun, man. I'll take ownership. I'm not about everything he knows. Attaboy, Ryan. Keep on. Hey, here we are. Will you listen to those engines? Woo! And there they go. Good eye. Yep. Good spot. Good spot. Okay, but seriously, nobody's talking about anyone except Ryan Cooper this weekend. He's buried under all those first place finishes right now. It's gotta be pretty sweet to be bringing home trophies instead of tickets for a change. Okay, I have got to get my hands on the... Where is it? Yeah. Look under the... Yeah, there it is. Alright, here we go. Let's get this. You know what? You know what absolutely kills it on Route 318? Carol Monroe. People say she runs the fastest street legal car in America. Yes, sir. I don't know about the legal bit, though. If you want to test her, she'll see you on the strip. We got some bloodshed lined up. I'm saying. These guys are so I'm gonna hear you. Come on. Make some noise. Right now. Lap's looking good, isn't it, folks? These dudes are rolling it up. Yo, you know what? Me and my buddy were talking about who's been hot, and I must say, I've been watching Ryan. Weird. This is gonna be awful. You better be ready to put your hands together. Oh, look at him go!
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the worst tornado of every single year since 1950. That's like 80 plus tornadoes. It's a lot, so please subscribe for the effort I went into. So what do I mean by worst tornado? Well, essentially I'm talking about like a mix of the deadliest with the most powerful, pretty much just what's the most famous tornado slash infamous tornado of that year. Why 1950? Well, 1950 is when we actually started documenting tornadoes here in the US. So with that said, in 1950, what was the worst tornado? Well, it was a pretty active year. There were several tornado outbreaks, and it was a very sad year for like single home dwelling deaths, unfortunately. For example, the deadliest, the Castor, Louisiana F3 on February 12th had 9 deaths, but there were 6 deaths all within one home, the Sam and Willie Sullivan Smith family home. And one of the deadliest F2 tornadoes ever recorded had 8 deaths in one home, which is really tragic. This was all part of a Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas outbreak that featured 24 tornadoes and 41 fatalities. Overall, the worst tornado for 1950, though, has to go to the Slack Air Force Base, aka Barksdale Air Force Base, F4, that occurred on February 12th. Overall, there were 8 fatalities, but 5 airmen and 1 civilian were killed instantly when the barracks were struck. Along with the 8 deaths, there were 30 injuries. 1951 was not quite as active as 1950, but it still featured 5 F4 tornadoes and 34 fatalities. There were several outbreaks throughout April and May, and we even have a documented tornado in the Soviet Union. If you've watched this channel, you know for some reason I like Soviet tornadoes. They're just interesting to me, but not many people really know about that. Perhaps the most significant outbreak was the Great Lakes tornado outbreak that occurred on September 26. There were 2 F4s in Wisconsin, and one of these F4s tops the list for 1951. That's the Cobbtown F4 that killed 6 and injured 3. The Cobbtown F4 mostly occurred over open farmland, and while it does have an F4 rating, apparently there was some evidence of F5 damage, so high-end F4. In 1952, there were no F5s, however there was 18 F4s, a huge number, one of the highest years for.
A brand new 767.
Fuel pressure. Why would that be?
How come I have no instrument?
Long distance flights.
Going out.
We'll begin giving you instructions.
So much as a single serious injury.
We'll give you a hand.
747 flies across the Atlantic Ocean, 9.5 kilometers above the water. The jumbo jet is nicknamed Kanishka, after an Indian emperor. And Air India promises passengers it will be a palace in the sky.
Indian hospitality is something that the culture prides itself on. And you do experience that when you fly Air India. The colors are rich and warm inside. It's your gateway to India.
On its way from Canada, the plane is heading to London, England, before continuing on to New Delhi. It's been in the air for 4.5 hours. Captain Hanse Narendra is a veteran Air India pilot. Satwinder Binder is a captain too, who's serving as first officer on the flight. As the plane nears land, Binder talks with the flight's purser.
Yes, sir?
Insha.
Do me a small favor. At the back of the plane, seat 54, a boy is sitting there. He just wanted to have a look in the cockpit.
Can I send him now?
After about 15 to 20 minutes.
There are 329 people on board, including passengers and crew. Many of them are flying to India to visit family or friends. Vishnu Pada is traveling to India with his 2 daughters. Their mother, Lata, is already waiting for them there.
We had decided that it would be the ideal year to take an extended vacation in India as a family.
6 minutes after 8 in the morning, co-pilot Binder makes radio contact with air traffic control in Ireland.
Shanwick, Air India 182, good morning.
Station calling Shannon. Go ahead again, please.
Thomas Lane and Michael Quinn are working at the Shannon Control Center.
Air India 182 is 51 north, 15 west at level 310. Estimate FIR at 0735.
Air India 182, Shannon, roger. Cleared for London. Flight level 310.
Air India 182 is cleared to London. Maintain 310.
You want to come up front now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
It's a light morning at Shannon Control. They're dealing with just 3 planes. But something peculiar has happened.
The signals are all jumbled up. The signals on radar merged so that it was totally impossible to read the call signs and flight levels of any of the 3 aircraft.
The Air India 747 is flying at 31,000 feet. A TWA jet is several thousand feet above it. And a CP flight is 2,000 feet higher. All are traveling east. Because the planes are stacked on top of each other, the signals have merged on the controller's 2-dimensional screen.
Tom moved the tracker ball on radar and separated the signals.
Two of the planes reappear on the radar, but the Air India flight has vanished.
Air India is not showing up. Hold on a minute. Air India 182, do you read?
Air India 182, this is Shannon, do you read? Over.
It's 8:14 in the morning.
I had a gut feeling. To this day, I don't know why I picked up the phone.
Yes, it's Michael Quinn at Shannon. We have a plane off radar.
Normally, a distress call to search and rescue isn't made until a plane has been out of contact for more than 20 minutes. The Air India flight has been missing less than 60 seconds. Several ships in the area begin searching for signs of the plane. Its last known position is some 290 kilometers southwest of Cork. Just 2 hours after the plane disappears, a Canadian-owned cargo ship in the area confirms the worst. The first pieces of wreckage are discovered. Uninflated life rafts are spotted bobbing in the cold Atlantic. Then bodies are seen. It's quickly clear that no one has survived. In India, Lata Pada is waiting for her husband and 2 children to arrive when she hears the news from her brother.
He sat me down and told me that, something terrible had happened. I was just in total shock, and, part of me was trying to digest the information, and part of me was trying to imagine if indeed the worst had happened, how I was going to continue my life without them.
Dozens of bodies arrive in Cork. Many more will follow. Now investigators are faced with the enormous task of finding out how they died and what had caused the crash of Air India Flight 182. 130,000 people live in the city of Cork. Tucked into the southern coast of Ireland, it's long been a vital seaport. On June the 23rd, 1985, a gruesome cargo begins arriving at the city's docks. Just hours after Air India Flight 182 crashes into the sea, bodies and wreckage are brought in by boat. Dr. Cumin Doyle is a pathologist at the Cork Regional Hospital.
The first bodies arrived at 4:45 p.m. on that Sunday afternoon, and at 12 midnight we had 130 bodies.
Doyle and his team will examine the bodies to see if they can find any signs of what caused the crash.
It's an enormous undertaking for everybody involved, the hospital personnel, the police, the Navy, the Army, and pathologists like ourselves, but we just had to get on and do the job.
There are so many autopsies to perform that Doyle moves the work into the building's gym.
We had 3 police people working on each body, photographer, a ballistics expert, and a forensic odontologist. That is a person who examines the teeth, the face, for identification purposes.
In just 4 days, autopsies are performed on 132 victims.
All parts of the body were examined externally in detail, and every detail was noted down. We were looking, of course, for the causes of the fatalities.
Doyle makes a telling discovery. Almost all the victims died in the air.
Only 2 of the bodies showed signs of drowning, which indicated that the others were not breathing when they hit the water.
There's something else that's common to many of the victims. A large number have had their clothes torn off.
Now that was important, because if they had no clothes or little clothes, it indicated that they had fallen from 31,000 feet or so where this accident occurred.
Some of the bodies also have signs of so-called flail injuries. These are breaks specific to bones in the hips, shoulders, and other joints. H.S. Kohler is the lead investigator into the Air India disaster. The flail injuries tell him the passengers weren't in the plane when it hit the ocean.
They are caused by tumbling, violent motion of the body in air. And that is the pattern of the injuries when a passenger is thrown out of the aircraft at a high altitude.
The autopsies show that somehow the plane had been ripped apart high above the water. Passengers were thrown into the sky long before the plane crashed.
Based on the injuries, we could only say that the plane had broken up at 31,000 feet. We couldn't say what the cause of the breakup was.
The biggest challenge in this accident was that we had no physical evidence available to us in this accident in terms of wreckage, in terms of passengers, crew, or in terms of eyewitnesses. In this accident, we had nothing.
The most important job of the investigators is to try to find the plane's black boxes. The 2 devices record cockpit conversation and other technical information about the flight of the plane. The recorders have radio beacons which send out a signal at a designated frequency. But it's still a huge task. The boxes are more than 6,500 feet below the surface, and the radio signals last just 30 days. Salim Jiwa is a journalist who has investigated the Air India disaster.
The search for the black boxes was urgent, and 3 countries participated in it: England, Ireland, and India.
But even with such a massive response, early efforts are frustrated.
42 kilohertz. It's too high. It can't be them.
Investigators are picking up radio signals, but they're at the wrong frequency. As the search continues, H.S. Kohler and his team study the maintenance history of the plane. They want to know if an undetected flaw had caused the jet to come apart in flight. They uncover a potentially important piece of information. The Air India jet was flying with 5 engines. A 747 normally has 4 engines, but it can carry more. The plane was designed so that it could transport a malfunctioning engine beneath its wings. Ground crews can mount the engine to a bracket on the plane. It's exactly what happened to the Air India jet.
There was an extra engine that a previous flight had left behind that was mounted on the wing of the aircraft.
The extra engine creates substantial drag on the left side of the plane. If the pilots don't properly compensate, the plane will start turning in that direction.
And this hypothesis continued that there is a possibility that this 5th engine might have caused the breakup of the wing.
In fact, investigators discover that before the plane took off for London, the flight engineer noticed problems with the way the engine was attached.
There was a small problem in the 5th engine. I have asked them to fix it up.
All right.
Investigators also learned that some internal parts of the extra engine were taken out and stored in Flight 182's cargo bay. They are so enormous that pieces of the cargo door were removed to make the job easier.
Some of the other parts of the engine went into the rear of the aircraft. Aircraft such as the 747 can handle this quite easily. It's routinely done.
But if the cargo door wasn't reassembled properly, it could have led to an explosive decompression. In 1974, a cargo door blew off a Turkish Airlines flight shortly after it took off from Paris. The sudden decompression crippled the plane. It crashed moments later, killing everyone on board. Kohler must consider 2 theories. Either problems with the door or with the extra engine itself brought down the plane. If either one had taken place, there should be evidence on the plane's black boxes. Finding the recorders has become increasingly important. Almost 2 weeks after the search begins, investigators get news that helps them pinpoint the location of the black boxes.
The signal will be higher. So this 42 kilohertz could be it. Tell the boats to look again.
The piece of the black box which broadcasts the locator signal is made of ceramic. If it's damaged, the frequency of the signal can change. It means the strange frequency ships detected earlier could be the right one. Both the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder are finally located. But they're so deep, it's difficult to bring them up.
The aircraft was at 6,000 feet below the sea, and it was the depth that was sort of
We've had some fearsome battles so far. Folks, these drivers are giving everything they got. All right, Ryan Cooper is in the house. He just murders the strip. I would not want to be lined up next to that dude. Come on. Show. Oh, there it is. There it is. She's ready. This is about to happen. We set it loose. There you go. Good eye, man. There you go. Now you're next. All right, let's do this again. This is round 2. Where's my crowd at? Come on, people. These guys are going to go all out, so you better let them hear you. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Ryan Cooper looking like he wants it today. Yeah, son. Oh, hey, here we are. Will you listen to those engines? Woo! And there they go. Yeah! Jesus, brother, man. Jesus. You were serious, huh? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Check it out. It's Ryan Cooper. He just crushes it on the strip. That dude's got a lead foot. And he brings places to go with it. Yeah, that's my man. I'll take ownership. I thought about everything he knows. Attaboy, Ryan. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Yep, right through the river. You know what, if anything, I have to say that this has been a real Ryan Cooper weekend. We might as well just change the name of Battle Machine to Ryan Cooper. Ryan Cooper Machine or something, I don't know. He's on like every race he's been in. It's just outright scary. We've got a lot more coming up in hold on.
When you build your car, you can't just put together an all-around performer and expect to compete. The other guys are bringing cars built specifically. a power player, I'm a power player. Get your hands off me, you don't know who I am. I'm a power player, I'm a power player. You can always tell by his cologne and the watch on his wrist. It says I'm the type of man that can kick up anywhere, kick up anywhere. I'm not giving you attitude, I just want another. I don't care about the altitude, I just want another. Movers, shakers, money makers, deal breakers and dogs. In this game you've got to lose a couple of your pounds. I'm not giving you attitude, I just want another. I don't care about the altitude, I just want another. Movers, shakers, money makers, deal breakers and dollars. In this game you've got to lose a couple of your pounds. Movers, shakers, money.
You know, we were just talking, and in my opinion, the best guy I ever saw on Route 318 was Rio Watanabe. No question. This is the first place he showed he could do it all. This is where he started winning all those speed challenges. Yeah.